keywords.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? All right. First of all, sorry guys for rescheduling Tuesday session. I was traveling home and the Wi-Fi wasn't working well, so we had to reschedule the previous session. So I hope all of you know that we are having the classes today and tomorrow from 8 to 9:30, right? All right.
Which kind of ad we did? Did we do an airline ad or what? We can take a new industry today to do keyword research. Let's try and do a keyword research for any business.
I
So
think
if
somebody's
anyone is doing any
microphone is
business, can you
on.
just tell me what business you are in? I can help you do your keyword research. Okay, so we did art selling.
Okay. I think somebody's listening to some other class alongside this. Okay. So before we start, any doubts, anything that you want to clarify from the previous session? Guys, can you please update your name? I'm not able to see many of your names in the attendees list. Good evening, Manali. Hi, Abhijit. Hello, Diksha. Okay, so where did we stop last week? I think we had covered till the campaign creation, right? Hi, Namrata. So I meant to please update the name in the attendees list when you log in on the right hand side. Okay. So guys, were you able to complete the assignment for week 1? Hi, Albi. I can see your name. Okay, you haven't completed. Can you please quickly tell me if we had covered search campaign creation on the last Thursday? I think we did, right? We covered the structure of AdWords account, campaign types, and the creation of a search network campaign. Am I right? Can anybody confirm so that I can proceed? Those of you who have completed the assignments, were you able to create the campaign without any issues? Okay, you've done task 1. That was creation of the AdWords account, right, Sir Mishra? Okay, but is there anybody who is having any doubt about how to create the campaign or the ad group, or was that clear? I think I have also shared one AdWords video, which is a walkthrough through the entire campaign creation process, right? All right. So in that case, we will start off with week 2 content today. So um, how to decide the cost? You can keep anything hypothetical, Vandana. Something like, let's say, 100 rupee per day. Okay. All right. So um, I would highly recommend all of you who have not completed the week 1 assignment to complete it, because week 2 content is basically to build upon the campaign that you create in the week 1. Vandana, bid amount also you can keep. I had recommended that you can keep it, let's say, like 100 rupee daily budget, 10 rupee click, anything like that. If you are planning to run the campaign live, I would recommend to keep it as an automated bid strategy, like a maximize clicks or something like that. If you're not planning to run the campaign right now, you can keep it as a nominal amount. There is no minimum limit, as you know, for the bid amount. Okay. So as I said, week 2 is about building on the search campaign that you created on week 1. So can I see one more time how many of you have created the search campaign in your account? Can I see a yes if you have? Okay, are you guys getting an echo? Because I'm using the microphone. I don't think there's an issue of echo. Okay, all right. Okay, so back to the earlier question. Can I say yes for the if any of you have created the campaign in your account? Okay, Diksha, Vandana. I don't know who said yes before that, because I can't see your name. It says waiting for name. Please update your name, guys. 4 of you are still not updated the name, so I don't know if you ping who is speaking. Okay, so at least few of you have created the campaign. So I would keep telling you to go back to your account and look at the campaign you created during the course of this particular class, so that you can build upon what you created. So we are going to look at mostly how to optimize the search campaign that you created in week 1 right now. So as part of this, today and tomorrow we'll be covering the topics that are being said over here. Today I will try to look at the ad formats, policies and best practices, dynamic keyword insertions and ad extensions. Okay, and we will see if we can cover keyword up till keyword match types. Sarmishta is asking, is it possible to have a look on my campaign? Right now, not possible, Sarmishta, but is it something to do with the assignment? Okay, we will see. If there is time, we can take a look. Otherwise, you can post it in the Q&A in the LMS. All right. So we are going to look at the different ad formats that are there in the AdWords account. Starting off with text ads, which all of you are familiar now. The kind of ad that we created when we created the search campaign, they are called text ads, precisely for the reason that they contain only text. There are no images or video, as you can see. And these kind of ads can be used alongside what we call as the ad extensions. And the text ads can be seen both on the Google search network, that is the google.com website, search partner websites, as well as other websites and mobile apps that are partnering with Google on the Google display network. Then comes responsive ads. Responsive ad you will know in a practical manner when we look at the display campaign next week. But for now, just understand that when you create a responsive ad, the ad can automatically adjust itself to become a text ad or a display ad. meaning or an image ad, depending upon what kind of ad space is available on a website. So let's say I have a blog, I have allowed AdWords ads to show up on my blog, but I have kept a limitation that I want only text ads to be shown. I don't want any AdWords ads with any images to be shown on my blog. In that case, if a particular ad, let's say Sarmishta makes an ad and that ad is eligible to show up on my blog, it will show up. If it's a responsive ad, it will show up only as a text ad. It will not include the image or the logo that I may have used while creating the ad. Whereas if the same ad is eligible to show up on, let's say, Diksha's website, and Diksha is allowed for an image ad, the same ad can show up with a image and the business logo of whatever Samisha had used to create that ad. So responsive ad, as the name suggests, can realign, reformat themselves to become a text or a image ad depending upon the ad space that is available for it. And this is possible only on the display network, not on search network. Is this clear? Any doubts? All right. Then comes image ads. Image ads are very common, like the Maruti Suzuki Swift ad that you're seeing over here in the screen. They can sometimes appear in the form of static images, sometimes in the form of interactive ads where you can engage with the ad. Sometimes it could be in animations, GIF, or even Flash formats. They are not seen on google.com, but they can be seen on the search partner network, which means on websites like AOL or about.com, as well as the display network, the other websites and mobile apps. You can see these ads, they are very common. A different type of ad is the app promotion ad. App promotion ad, as the name suggests, is a type of ad which appears on mobile devices with the intention of promoting a mobile app. So this can be of two types. It can be used to drive mobile app downloads for users who have not yet installed that mobile app in their device, or it can be used to drive app engagement among users who have downloaded the app but may not be using it that much. So let's say Mahesh has downloaded one Book My Show app, okay, but has not used it for a while. Maybe Book My Show account manager can create an app promotion campaign, app promotion ads focused on improving the app engagement, so that those who have downloaded the app but may not have opened it for a while will see this ad appear on their mobile device, and when they click on it, instead of going to the website, it will automatically open your mobile app. Have you noticed this kind of ads? Sometimes on your mobile you will Google for something and you might click on it and it immediately opens up an app that is already in your phone, not, it won't go to a website. So those kind of ads are app engagement ads. When the ad takes you to a Google Play Store or Apple App Store to download an app which is not yet on your phone, it's an app download ad. Both fall under the category of app promotion because both are promoting the mobile app. Is this clear? Any doubts? All right. Then comes video ads, which are also very common. In the case, if you have not gone on to YouTube, you may have been very familiar with these kind of ads. Sometimes when you start playing a video, even before the actual video starts, you will see an ad and you will see an option to skip it after 5 seconds, right? This can come up at the end of a video or in between a video. Sometimes you see these ads show up as thumbnail images on the YouTube homepage or on the right hand side of a video that you're playing, above related videos. So you see a lot of these video ads on YouTube. You can also see them on search partner websites as well as Google Display Network, which means other websites and mobile apps. Have you seen any kind of video ads on any website that you're browsing? Yeah. Have you seen them in your mobile apps anytime? Any of the mobile apps that you've opened? Good question, Diksha. The kind of video, the video campaign that AdWords interface lets you create, those are called TrueView ads. So when I talk about video ads from AdWords perspective, the campaigns or the videos that you create from AdWords are TrueView ads. The name that the AdWords has given them are called TrueView. Okay, we will see them in detail when we take up video campaign. That's right, Diksha. I'm not going into the details now because it will go on a tangent. We'll be covering it, we'll be devoting time for it later. But you're right. The other kind of ad is if you happen to Google for any kind of product. Let's say if you can open a tab, all of you guys, and just type in buy shoes online and tell me what is the page that you're seeing on google.com. Are you seeing a set of ads like the one highlighted on the slide where you can see an image, a description of the product, the price, and the website from which you can buy it? Are you able to see that? Just open your new tab, Google for buy shoes online, and tell me if you're able to see that. Yes, that's right. So, one clarification, these are not image ads. These ads are called shopping ads because, as I told you, image ads do not come on google.com. And what differentiates an image ad from shopping ad? You can see these kind of hyperlinks, which are description lines, which are clickable, whereas in an image ad, the entire image is clickable, right? You can see the prices in shopping ads without fail, which is not necessary in the case of an image ad, right? And you can see beneath the price the website from which you can buy, and the moment you click on this product, it will take you to the product page from where you can add it directly to your shopping cart. Okay, now shopping ads are available only on Google search partners, and in Google shopping website, which is available in select countries. Image ads can shop on email also, but they are considered to be Gmail sponsored ads, which we will again cover when we cover display network. Okay, you can see them in the emails. They are all part of the display network. We are right now talking of shopping ads which show up only on Google search partner, and Google shopping. Okay, now there is a variation of shopping ads. One is how you're seeing over here on the slide. The other is, as you can see in the next slide, if you look at the right hand side, do you see that? So basically in this kind of showcase shopping ads, which you might come across at times, you might search for a product. You will get a search results page with the shopping ad. The moment you click on one of them, like you can see just now, it will open up a page with related products. So it's called showcase shopping ads, but still it is shopping ads. Okay, and it is appearing on Google search. The last type of ad that we are discussing is call only ads. There are many businesses which are predominantly call based. They expect calls from customers to avail their service. Can you recall at least two businesses which are heavily call oriented rather than website oriented? Just dial, very correct. Diksha, I was asking, can you think about at least two businesses which are predominantly call oriented? As in, they don't want people to visit the website, they would rather prefer the clients to call them up on a particular number. So, Just dial is very right, as Albi mentioned. Any other business that you can think about? Gestal is, did you mean not promoting? Now promoting. Okay. So don't you think a lot of food businesses rely on customer calls? Of course, there are a lot of food related apps which are there, but let's say the pizza that you order, or a lot of food delivery businesses in India also work heavily on calls, right? So call only ads are a type of ad where instead of an ad headline, you have the option of giving a phone number. And when this type of a call only ad appears on a device where you can place a call, you simply click on the headline rather than going to any website. It places a call to your number. Okay. Yes, Manali. So many businesses offer both the option. For example, I think until some time back, Domino's had the option to, or Pizza Hut had the option to place an order from website as well as over call, right? That's right, Mahesh. Like Swiggy and Zomato, a lot of people are just using the app to place the order. But if you look at till some time back, a lot of these businesses relied heavily on calls, right? And even now, there are many food trucks and other places which popularizes or publicizes their phone numbers to place calls. So the point here is there are many businesses which rely on phone calls rather than website visits for their clients. You don't have to visit the website, Manali. That's what I was saying. It's an option. What I was clarifying earlier was, with in the case of certain businesses, they give customers both the option. Either I can go to their website, place an order, or I can call them and place an order. When you create a call only ad, you are just redirecting user to a phone number which is clickable, from where they can place a call for your service. Is that clear? All right. So those are the different types of ads that are possible within AdWords. Now we will look at certain best practices and policies that are important to be understood from an AdWords perspective. So the AdWords ad policies cover four broad areas. One, prohibited content, where which means there are certain products and services which you cannot advertise on Google. Then there are prohibited practices. That is, there are certain things you cannot do while advertising. So, like let's say clickbait, where you have the option to create an image ad, but you cannot create an image ad with some animation tricking a user to believe that it's some sort of a game so that the user can click on it. So there are certain practices you cannot do if you're advertising on Google through AdWords. Then there are restricted content. So these are the products or services that you can advertise technically, but there are certain limitations or restrictions that are placed on them by Google AdWords. For example, pharmaceutical products. Certain certain drugs are allowed, certain over-the-counter drugs are not allowed, or let's say prescription drugs are not allowed, or with some limitations. So there are specific policies with regard to certain products where it becomes a restricted content. So we are not going into the first three categories now. We'll be more focusing on editorial and technical guidelines, which is something that is directly relevant for your situation right now, because uh, you have created the search campaign, right? So you may have already written a text ad or a couple of text ads. So you can, I would encourage you to go back to your ads which you have created and see if there is any scope for improvement in the light of the editorial and technical guidelines that we are about to discuss. Okay. So first of all, certain things you should not do while to create a great ad. What are they? First and foremost, basic spelling should be correct. Don't create any spelling mistakes, it can cause your ad to be disapproved. And when you're using punctuation and symbols, do not use special characters like at the rate symbol, emojis, which are all quite popular these days, right? But when it comes to writing an AdWords ad, these are all a strict no. You are allowed to use capitalization, but you cannot use it in a very weird, irregular manner, or you cannot go for all full caps because they will be perceived as attempts to unduly attract attention to your ad. So, what you can instead do is you can either capitalize the first letter of every sentence or first alphabet of every word, which is called interstitial capitalization. That looks good also and professional. Repetition is something that you need to avoid. So here repetition would mean if I have, let's say, some kind of a discount offer or a free offer going on, I can't simply write a headline, a description line, and end it by saying free, for example. Okay, so it will look like I'm repeating a particular word to just capture the attention. So those kind of repetitions are not allowed. Unacceptable spacing. What is the normal spacing criteria? That's right, Mahesh. It's almost like duplicate content. So tell me, what is the normal spacing that you do when you type something, an ad, a sentence? One space. Yeah. So there are people who single spacing, who may put more than one space, okay, or leave altogether one line blank. So there's a missing line of text. All these things are not allowed. Or creating an animated ad which will include a game so that a person is tricked into engaging with it, or somehow showcasing that an animated ad is a contest where people can win, play and win some prize. These are all commonly seen ads, but if you are using it through AdWords, you might run the danger of getting disapproved. Unidentified business. So when you're creating an ad, it should promote a product, service, or entity. If that doesn't happen, then it is not allowed. And if you're using a image or a video, make sure the quality of the image or the video is good. Like in the case of image, it should not be upside down or sideways image or blurry and unclear. Same with video, it should not be having illegible text, poor sound quality, and all these things. So if you are clear about it, here's a small activity for all of you. Tell me what are the mistakes in this particular ad. Exclamation, okay. Capitalization, no space. Okay, where is no space, Mahesh? F caps AN. Now, how many of you think exclamation mark after now is wrong? Not wrong. Creates a urgency. That's right. The exclamation in the first line is wrong. You can use one exclamation mark in the description line, that is fine. Okay, so that is a wrong. and of course the capitalization, all of you got it correct. Incorrect capitalization. Now another one. Let me see how many of you can score 100% with respect to the descriptions. Okay, repeat phone number, free is repeating, taxi. Okay, I'm assuming Manali is saying all caps for taxi. Want a double space. Okay. Okay, so since all of you are saying different typos, I'm not able to keep track. So can each of you just type in how many errors do you think this ad has? One, two, three, four, five, whatever. Okay, four, three, five, four. Okay. Mm-hmm. What does others think? Six. Okay. Let's see what's the answer. Incorrect capitalization. I think all of you got that. Taxi. Special character at the rate symbol. Phone number in the headline not allowed. Repetition free, and unacceptable spacing. Want space A. Did you find anything else, Albi? I'm just asking because you have said the highest. Okay, so five according to me are wrong in this case. Now let's look at how to write a good ad. So guys, as I say this, also keep a watch out for the ads that you have written and see if any of these apply for your ad also. So best practices for writing great ads for your account. There are three examples given on the left hand side, and I've given the best practice on the right hand side. First one, interstitial capitalization. Can you look at the second ad over here, guys? If you look at the description line, design your bouquet with exotic peonies and flowers, same day delivery guaranteed. Do you notice that the first alphabet of each word is a capital? Do you think it looks better this way, or if you had capitalized only design D and rest was all small letter, which would attract more attention? Yeah. So this is one way of using a capitalization, and it's quite effective. Display path. When you created the text ad, you have seen there are two options to write a URL. One is the final URL, which is the URL to which the user will be taken to when they click on your ad. The other is you have the option to write a domain, and there are two slash and spaces, right? Which is called the display path. So if you look at this first ad over here, www.wall.flowers slash DIY bouquet kit. Now, when you click on this URL, or let's say you click on this ad, you may be taken to a page which might be talking of DIY bouquet kit, but it may not have the exact same URL that you're seeing over here. It may be a slightly longer URL or a different URL, though the domain will remain the same. Have you noticed this anytime? You see a particular display URL on the ad where you click, it might end up having a completely different URL, though the domain is the same. So display path is something that you can make use of to communicate to the user what kind of page are they being taken to. So when I look at this ad and I see wall.flowers slash DIY bouquet kit, I can get a sense that okay, if I click on this ad, I'll be taken to a page where I can see do it yourself bouquet kit. Am I right? And that is precisely why you should use a display path. Any doubt, guys? I will repeat Efet. So when you create an ad, a text ad, okay, there is an option at the time to put in certain words after your domain, which is called the display path. In the AdWords account, you can see that. So if you happen to create your ad group, you will see this option. You write the text ad, the headline, description, and everything, and then you can see the domain. After the domain, you can see two spaces, which is called the display path. So basically, this is a space given to you to write any relevant words relating to the kind of page that you're taking the user to. And it is completely fine if the actual URL is not this. Is it clear? Yeah. Are you having any doubt, if it? Okay. Then comes relevant final URL. As I said, there will be one more space where you can write the final URL. The final URL is the page to which you take the user when they click on it. So if I click on DIY bouquet kit ad and I'm being taken to a page where it talks about DIY something else, that's not relevant for me, right? So I need to be taken to a page which is exactly talking about what the ad is about, which is why you need to give a URL which is relevant for the ad that you have shown. Then any offer or discount that you have, highlight it. For example, free shipping on orders above $50, right? Or save 20% off today. These are all offers or discounts that are available, so you are highlighting it. And choose your best headlines which can capture the maximum attention. Highlight what makes you stand apart from your competitors, your USP. Okay. So for example, handmade bouquet kits. If that is something that makes you stand apart from your competitors, highlight it. And a call to action phrase. So in this case, the call to action phrase in the first ad, who can tell me what is the call to action phrase on the first ad? What is the call to action? Save 20%. How will you save 20%? Shop today, right? Shop and save 20%. So to shop today is the call to action so that you can save 20% off. Or shop our wide selection now in the third one. That is the call to action phrase. So to shop is a, so I can have something like register now or download right away. All these are call to action phrases where you're prompting the user to take an action. Yeah, is it clear, Mahesh? All right. So the now what I would recommend is those of you who have created the ads, just go back and see whether you have included all these things in your ad. If not, identify what are the areas where you can improve upon based on what we have learned just now. So I think at least 4 of you have created the campaign. Do you see any scope for improvement on the basis of what you just saw about the do's and don'ts on how to write the ad? All right. So that is also part of your assignment for this week. As we go ahead, tomorrow we will have a roundup of all these discussions. Now we come to something which is slightly an advanced feature when you write an ad. It is called the dynamic keyword insertion. All of you remember how you write a text ad? All of you remember that? Once you reach the ad group page, You write a headline, you write a description line, and of course you give your final URL and the display path. Is that clear to everyone? How you normally write a text ad? Manali, if I do not have a website link, then how can I post an ad? You need to have a website. Yes, that's Sarmishta, as she mentioned. If you have a blog, you can give your blog address. So can I get a confirmation about text ad? All of you know what goes into a text ad: a headline, a description line, a link, and a final URL, right? Now, when you write a text ad, you can improvise and use something called a dynamic keyword insertion. Let's see what it is. So dynamic keyword insertion lets you update your ad with the most relevant keyword for the user. Okay, so to give you a headline, example, when you write a headline, let's say you're a person who sells chocolate. What will be your headline? Buy chocolate. Very natural headline. Yeah. Now let's say you sell different types of chocolates. You sell dark chocolate, you sell sugar-free chocolate, you sell gourmet chocolate truffle, whatever. Okay, different varieties of chocolates. And you want to show the most relevant keyword or the most relevant term in your ad text for the user. Fair enough? What I can do is, one option is, of course, I can keep creating different types of text ads, right? I can create one text ad which says buy chocolate and then description line, blah blah blah, all that, right? I can write another text ad saying buy dark chocolate and all the description line, call to action phrase, everything. I can keep doing and creating multiple variations of the same ad. That is one way to do this. Another way is to use keyword insertion. So when you use a dynamic keyword insertion, there's a way in which you write the headline. So as you can see over here, on the headline I will write buy, then I will put a curly bracket and write keyword colon chocolate and close the curly bracket. What this means is, by default, the text ad that gets triggered during a search will be having the headline buy chocolate. Is it clear so far? Not clear? What is not clear, Mahesh? Can you please elaborate? How about others? Are you able to understand till now? Okay, how does curly bracket work? I will come to that. Curly bracket keyword chocolate. This means by default, the term that gets placed in that position will be chocolate. Is that clear, Mahesh? Now, any keyword list will have multiple keywords, right? We saw in the account structure. I will have a set of 3-4 ads in an ad group, and I will have a set of 10 to 20 keywords, right? Now, my keyword list may have terms related to chocolate, like dark chocolate, sugar-free chocolate, etc., etc. Now, when I use the curly bracket in this manner, what happens is, let's say Sarmishta searched for dark chocolate. Now, do you think if I have dark chocolate in my keyword list, it will be more relevant to Sarmishta if the headline shows buy dark chocolate? Yeah. So that is exactly what the dynamic keyword insertion will do. The dynamic keyword insertion, when it is present in a text ad title, when a person searches for a term and in your ad group you have a keyword which is most relevant for that term, it will automatically put that as a headline. So instead of chocolate, dark chocolate will get substituted. So the headline will look like what you're seeing on the first example: buy dark chocolate. Everything else remains the same. Similarly, let's say Vandana search for sugar free chocolate, and if sugar free chocolate is part of my keyword list, system will automatically replace the chocolate word with sugar free chocolate. So Vandana will see the ad as buy sugar free chocolate, whereas it's the same one ad, but Sarmishta will see it as buy dark chocolate. Vandana will see it as buy sugar free chocolate. Are you getting the point here, Mahesh? Is it clear? So using the curly bracket keyword, that formula is allowing the system to identify any better relevant keywords and substituting it there. That keyword should be part of the keyword group. Yes, that should be, yeah, that's true. It can select keywords only from the list that is already present. It cannot invent new keywords and substitute. Okay. We have to do it in the text ad column, Sarmishta. When you write a text ad, you have an option to write a headline, right? In the headline, whichever word is it that you want to replace, you will put that curly bracket keyword before that word and close the. So the word that you enter there will be your default word. I'll give you another example. Let's say I want to write a text ad for join yoga. Okay. Now I can put join open curly bracket keyword yoga. Okay. So it will look something like this. So this kind of a join keyword yoga, it will, my ad title will show as join yoga. This is a default. Now if I have different styles of yoga, let's say power yoga, or let's say ashtanga yoga, all these things as keywords, if one of your searches for ashtanga yoga, what will the AdWords do? It will pick up ashtanga yoga and replace this yoga with that. So it will look like join ashtanga yoga, not just yoga. Got it? All right. Now there is a catch. Ad headline has a character limit. Okay. Sometimes our keywords can be very long. So as you can see in the third example, if somebody searches for gourmet chocolate truffle, if I put buy gourmet chocolate truffle, it will exceed the character limit of the ad headline. So in this case, the system will just choose the default option, which is buy chocolate. Okay. So as long as the character limit and other things allow a substitution, it will do. Otherwise, it will revert to the default option, whatever you have written. Long tail keywords, I'm just saying it should be within the character limit. There is a character limit for the ad headline. As long as it is within that, it is fine. Like sugar free chocolate in a way is a long tail keyword. It has 3 words in it, right? Can we proceed? Is it clear? The limit is about 30 characters if I remember correct, but it will anyway be shown in the AdWords interface, Abhijit. Sorry, Mahesh. When you write the text ad, it will show up on the right hand side how much limit is there. So if that's clear, let's go on to see what is the ad extension. Can we see a short video?
Let's review how you can benefit from adding multiple extensions to your account or campaign in the new AdWords experience. To expand your ads and show people more reasons to click, add extensions. Extensions enhance your ad with valuable information, such as links, phone numbers, or promotions. To add an extension, click Ads and Extensions in the page menu, and then Extensions within the page. Click the blue plus button and select an extension. For example, select Callout Extension to add more descriptive text to your ad. Extensions can be added at various levels of your account. If you're just getting started, we recommend that you add them at the account level. That way your callouts can show across your account, even in campaigns or ad groups you create later. Type in the additional text information you want to show with your ads. For example, you may want them to know you offer free delivery or 24/7 customer support. Notice you can preview your extensions and toggle from mobile to desktop versions to get an idea of how your ads will appear in a search. The highlighter helps you focus on where your extension appears with your ad. Advanced options allow you to indicate if your ad or extension is optimized for mobile and choose a schedule for your extension. Click Save when you're done. Since multiple extensions can show together in one ad, let's add a couple more extensions to create more impact when your ads appear. Click the blue plus button and select Structured Snippet Extension. List at least 3 features, services, or products related to your header. This will give users more detail on what you offer, potentially leading to more relevant clicks. Click Add Value to add more list items and then save. Another widely used extension is site links. Site link extensions link people directly to specific pages of your website. So if you're a retailer, someone can click right on your shoes link and go straight to the shoe section of your website. Wait a week and return to your tables to evaluate your extension's performance and value. The new AdWords experience allows you to see all your extensions in a single table. To see more detail, you can filter by extension type. You can also segment by click types. Use the three-dot menu to change how your rows show. For instance, you can see your extensions grouped by type or by what level they're added to. The three-dot menu is also where you can download your extensions report. More extensions are available to add, like call extensions, price extensions, location extensions, promotion extensions, and more. Add more extensions to increase visibility and give your customers the information they seek. Find more information about all your options for adding extensions here, or find the link in the video description. To learn more about the new
Okay, is that clear? I can share the link. 1 second.
Let's review.
There's one more actually, which is a shorter one.
How extensions create value. Meet Nala, an advertiser who wants to optimize her AdWords performance. To meet her business goals, Nala wants higher click-through rates so she can drive more traffic to her website. Nala has several quality ads in her ad groups, but she's noticed that her ads are appearing below her competitors, and she could use some help in standing out. Nala decides to visit the AdWords Help Center, where she learns that extensions can help her get more return on her advertising investment. She plays the video to learn more.
So what are extensions? Extensions are pieces of additional information you can show with your ads. Have you ever seen an ad with a phone number, address, or extra links while you were searching on Google and you've seen an extension? During the moments where potential customers are making rapid decisions, extensions can make your ad stand out more, which gets you more valuable user interactions like clicks, calls, and store visits.
Nala learns extensions cost nothing to create, and that she only pays per click. Of all the many extension types available to her, she decides to add 5 extensions most important to her business: site links, structured snippets, callouts, call extensions, and price extensions. She adds them to her account or campaigns rather than her ad groups. That way, she doesn't have to remember to add them again when she creates a new ad group. After about 2 weeks, Nala is able to share some great news with her boss. Their ads click-through rate is several percentage points up, and they're competing for better ad positions. Best of all, extensions give customers more information before they click, so the clicks that Nala's company gets are now more meaningful and result in more sales. To create extensions now, go to adwords.google.com. They cost nothing to create. Happy advertising with Google! To learn more about the new AdWords experience, visit the AdWords Help.
So if you want the link, I'm sharing it over here.
The ad-
That's right, Mahesh. So it depends, Mahesh. For example, a location extension might actually be useful for anyone who might be looking out for the store, right? We'll look at the extensions in detail now. Okay, though some of them they had shown examples over here, I would like to take you through them one by one. So starting off with site links. What are site links? Site links are those extensions that can come up below an ad in this form. So if I click on this, maybe the actual ad will take me to Nike.com homepage, whereas the site links take me to specific pages on the website. So if I have a lot of web pages on my website and I want the user to have the option to navigate to any of the interior pages without having to first go to the home page or any other page, I can give it in the site link option. For example, this is an ad by Pizza Hut, right? So if I want to order online, I can click on this site link. If I want custom pizza, I can click on this link. So I'm having, as a user, I'm having more options to choose to which page I want to go and go there directly. Is this clear? Yeah. What is the other one? Call out. A call out extension is nothing but calling out what is unique about your business. So here it says top rated email marketing. The fourth line that you're seeing, that's the call out. No setup fees, cancel anytime, free 24 by 7 support, no contracts. Or in this case, free shipping, 25 by 7 customer service, price matching. No paperwork, approval in minutes, no hidden costs. So depending upon what kind of product or service you have, you can use call out extension to highlight what is the uniqueness about your product or service. Is it clear? Any doubts here, guys? Okay. Then comes structured snippet. Structured snippet is similar to callout, but with the exception that in a structured snippet, you are listing out certain things under a particular theme. So if you look at this example, this is some HR platform. Their callout extension says intuitive interface, 24 by 7 support, dedicated account manager. Services, configurable HR platform, dedicated account management, 24 by 7 support, safe, whatever. So you are grouping together all the different services that you're offering under one theme. Oil change. Services, oil change, battery repair, brake repair. What brands? Firestone, Bridgestone, Primewell. Yeah. Or let's look at this one. Some sunglasses styles: classic, aviator, cat eye, rectangular, rimless. So, or let's say if you're running a college, it can be something like courses: history, English, literature, whatever. Or if you're running a restaurant, it could be cuisines: oriental, continental, different, Chinese, all these things. So in a structured snippet, you are picking a particular theme and listing out different things that belong to that theme. Is the distinction between a call out and a structured snippet clear? Can I see a yes or no? Okay. So the next one is a call extension and message extension. Call extension, as the name suggests, shows you a call button. You may have seen this very often. Yeah, on when you're looking up from a mobile device, certain ads will have a call option where you click and it dials a call. So if you want to get calls on your business number or a Google forwarding number, you can use a call extension. Anybody seen these kind of extensions? Yeah. Similar to that, there's a comparatively new extension which is called a message extension. In this case, as you can see, under the ad, you will have an option for the user to send a text. Got questions? Send us a text. If you click on it, it will open the SMS menu or window on the user's phone, and they can send an SMS. And you, once as an advertiser, you will get the SMS. You can reply to it immediately. So that is a message extension. Then you have location extension, which you saw in the video also. This is usually in the form of a Google Map link. Have you seen this? Sometimes you, when you search, you will see the ad. Below the ad, you will see a Google Map address, which you click. If you click on it, it will take you to the Google Maps, show you the navigation, the direction, how far is it, how much time it will take you for to reach, maybe even the phone number of the concerned business. Yeah. So the location extension is basically a Google Map link to the exact business location. Have you guys come across this? All right. And then there are affiliate location extensions. So sometimes I might be a big retailer who is an affiliate of a big brand. So let's say Sony is advertising on AdWords. Sony will have a lot of retailers who sell Sony products, right? So you can give the location extension of the retailers or the authorized retailers of your brand. These are called affiliate location extension. Are you able to understand what is affiliate location extension? Everyone? Okay. Then you have a price extension and app extension. What is a price extension? If you want to publicize the prices, you can use this. So in this example, you can see that it is Fresh Look Hair Salon, women's haircut, men's haircut, kids haircut. They have listed out the prices. So if you want this kind of pricing to be publicized, price extension is a good option for you to go to. Okay. Then you have app extensions. App extension, as I told you, will include any ad which will be either promoting the download of a mobile app to users who don't have it in their phone, or focus on app engagement where they will open up an app which you have already downloaded. I hope this is clear to everyone. App extension. Yeah. If there is any doubt, please let me know, guys. Okay. Then we have review extension. In a review extension, what happens is, if your business has received third-party review, like let's say you've been featured on some magazines or you received some award from some organization for your product or service, you can quote it as a review extension below your ad. Only way in which such extensions will be approved is if you are able to give a link to an online link to that kind of a testimony. So for example, uh, healthy body gym, hands down the best equipment for the cost, fitness world weekly. So if that review extension has to be approved by AdWords, when I create it in the campaign, I need to give a link to the Fitness World Weekly website where they have said this. So I can either paraphrase what has been attributed for my business, or I can put it in the exact words in the quotes. Like how you have seen the first one, hands down the best equipment for cost. They used it double inverted commas. In the second case, it said rated #1 for personal training programs, Gym Body Weekly. Yeah, so that is more like you are paraphrasing what the recognition is about. In either way, you need to provide an online link for AdWords to verify that this is a true review. Am I clear? But this is a good extension. If you have such reviews, it can increase the credibility of your business. And finally, a relatively new extension called promotion extension. So if you're having some discounts or offers that are running at this point in time, you can use the promotion extension to highlight it. So in this case, Alphabet's fashion, clothing and accessories, 20% off on women's shoes, valid between 15th to 21st November on orders above $35. So you can highlight all the important details about your offer, like the dates during which the offer is valid, on what criteria, like in this case, orders above $35, and how much discount are you offering. All this can be included in a promotion review. Sorry, promotion extension. Does reviews have word? Yes, Manali. All these words or all these extensions have a particular word limit. Once you start typing for that extension, you will know the exact word limit. Okay. Are you clear with extensions? Any doubts? And as you saw in the other video, you will be able to run reports and analyze the performance of the ad extensions. You can use multiple extensions at the same time. They don't cost anything extra. But the point is to use those extensions which are relevant for you. If you are having a completely online business and no offline store at all, do you think there is any reason why you should use a a location extension? Or you don't have any offers or promos running, would you use a promotion extension? No, right? So many options are available for extensions. You choose what is most relevant for you, and you can of course use multiple extensions at the same time. As long as it's relevant for your business, you can continue doing that. Okay, Mahesh? There's no limitation on that. Okay? Yes. So on search, some of these examples that you saw right now, they had, like, for example, the Nike ad that had a call out extension, that had a site link, that had a structured snippet. 3-4 extensions were there in the same ad. Yeah. Yes, Mahesh. If you have used the multiple extensions, they will show up when your ad wins the auction. Okay. Can we proceed to the next topic? All right. So we are going to look at keywords. In this case, specifically, let's look at what are these keywords and how you can use a keyword planner tool to create a great keyword list. Okay. So there's a video on keyword master which I will take you through after we complete the keyword planner. Using of keyword planner can help you identify new keyword ideas for your ad group. Along with the newer keywords which are relevant for your ad group, you also need to improvise the keyword list with a judicious mix of different keyword match types. What is keyword match type? We will see in a bit. So this keyword planner is a tool which can help you discover new keyword and ad group ideas. Another tool that can help you in this regard is the search term report, which is available at the keyword section in your interface, AdWords interface. So to go to keyword planner, you need to click on that small tool icon on the right hand side, top right hand side. Looks like a spanner. Do you see that? Once you click on it, you will see a drop down menu where under planning, you can see keyword planner. Is this clear? Once you click on the keyword planner, you will see two options. One, you can use the tool to find new keywords, in which case you can enter any term, phrase or URL related to your business to generate keyword ideas. Or you have an option where you can enter the existing keywords to get an estimate or forecast for their metrics in the next month. So let's look at the first case to find new keywords. So let's say I write yoga class in this section and click on get started. My intention is to make sure that I generate enough ideas to add more relevant keywords to my ad group for yoga class, right? So I enter that, get started. This is the page that I will see. I'll be able to see a list of keyword ideas, yeah, like yoga classes, yoga classes near me, etc., etc. I can fine tune the location depending upon where I'm targeting. In this case, I had chosen Hyderabad. If you are targeting multiple cities, you can add multiple locations here. Search network Google. So I can see all the details like each keyword, what are the average monthly searches for that keyword for whatever time period I chose. So here the default is last 12 months. Competition, whether it's high, low or medium, and what is the kind of bid you need to appear on the top of the first page. Not just that, this page also offers you to add many filters. So if you want to see only those words which have an average monthly search of, let's say, above 100, you can put average monthly searches above 100 as a filtering criteria. Any doubt? Or if I want to filter by competition low, I can do that so that I see only those words or keyword ideas which have a low competition. Any doubts, guys? Okay. So once I have selected the keyword ideas over here on the left hand side, I can download them to my laptop, or I can add them to any of the plans, existing ad groups. The second option is for me to get forecast for existing keywords. So let's say I put something like tarot reading keyword. Okay, I enter tarot reading over here and click on get started. I can get a forecast like this. So this search I made in May, so it is showing next month, June 1 to 30 time period. I can get up to 160 clicks, 1,300 impressions, costing just above 1,000 rupees. This is the estimate for the keyword tarot reading that I have put in. Is this clear? Any doubts till now? Please let me know. Okay, so I can proceed from there to keyword match types, I guess. So let me show you that video which I was mentioning earlier about keyword match types, and then we'll see it.
Sarah designs hats and sells them on the Sarah's Hat Shop online store. Her AdWords campaigns are bringing people to her site, but she wants to do a better job attracting customers who actually make purchases. Sarah decides to use keyword match types to more closely control who's likely to see her ads and help her use her budget more effectively. With match types, Sarah can decide just how closely someone's search term needs to match her keyword before they're shown one of her ads. By default, every keyword is broad match. This means that Sarah's ads can show for online searches that match her keywords, but they also show for searches that are closely related to her keywords, like synonyms or common misspellings, and longer phrases that contain her keywords. When Sarah first started out, she wanted her ads to reach as many people as possible who might be interested in her hats. She used the broad match type for her keywords so that her ads could show for the widest possible audience. Because her keywords, like women's hats and sun hats, were broad match, Sarah's ads showed when people searched for those exact terms, and they also showed when people searched with phrases like buy ladies' hats and summer hats. With the phrase match option, Sarah can be a little more specific about who will see her ads. Phrase match is like broad match, except that it doesn't include synonyms or search terms that contain words in the middle of your keyword phrase. When Sarah creates a new line of yellow hats, she decides she wants to get more targeted with her keywords. By using the phrase match keyword yellow hat, she can reach customers who search for yellow hats and also for phrases like where to buy yellow hats and stylish yellow hats. But since phrase match doesn't allow for synonyms or additional words that break up the keyword, her ads won't show on searches for gold hats or yellow and fur hats. The exact match option is much more selective. With exact match, a person's search term must match your keyword almost exactly for your ad to show on the search results page. After using AdWords for a few months, Sarah has collected enough data in her account to determine which of her keywords are leading to the most sales. She looks at the AdWords search terms report for these keywords to see the actual search terms that people used. She identifies the search terms that lead to the most clicks and sales, and she adds them to her keyword list as exact match. This way, she's able to increase the chances that her ads will show to someone likely to make a purchase. She continues to use broad match for some of her other keywords, however, to make sure she's still reaching a broad range of potential customers. Negative keywords ensure that your ads won't show to anyone searching for a certain phrase. Sarah doesn't sell baseball hats, so she added the word baseball as a negative keyword to all of her campaigns. This way, Sarah makes sure that she won't be paying for ad clicks from people who are looking for a product she doesn't sell. Using the right keyword matching options is an important way to ensure you're reaching the right audience, which can lead to more sales and a better return on your AdWords investment. For more ideas about how to make your business more successful with AdWords, visit the AdWords.
Was it clear, guys? Yeah. We will see them in more detail now. But to give you an overview, broad match, as you saw in the video, allows you the flexibility to write a word as it is as your keyword, but it will allow misspellings, related terms, synonyms, and other words to trigger your ad. In the case of a broad match modifier, you can add a plus sign before any of the words in your keyword so that that term is not changed. So if I put plus women's and hats, if the plus sign is only before women's in that word, the hats can change. It can move to women's caps or anything else, but synonyms or related terms of women will not trigger the ad. Same with phrase match. In phrase match, the sequencing of the words are important. So if I put a double inverted comma before and after a keyword like women's hats, I can have my ad triggered if somebody types buy women's hats or women's hats sale. But the moment that sequence is disturbed, like buy women's caps or women's buy hats, something like that, where there is a extra word coming in between these words, or in any way if this sequence is disturbed, like hats women, it won't trigger. Hat for women also will not trigger in a phrase match because the sequence is disturbed. So when I put something in phrase match, I want the user to type that word exactly in that order. Only then it will trigger, or it will be eligible to trigger. Exact match, even a prefix or a suffix which was allowed in phrase match is not allowed here. So in phrase match, I would have had my ad triggered for buy women's hat. In this case, it will not trigger. Only if somebody searches exactly women's hat, it will trigger. You use square brackets to indicate exact match. And a negative match you use to make sure that certain terms, if the user is using in the search query, it does not trigger your ad. For example, if I do not offer any free tarot reading or free yoga class, and if I see that there are a lot of people searching for free tarot session or free yoga, I don't want my ad to appear for that search query, right, Manali? So I will put minus free as my negative keyword so that any search query with free in it will not trigger my ad. Is it clear? Manali, does that make sense? Of course, I will show it. So this is just an overview which I have said now. Now we will look at each keyword match type, when to use it and when to consider other match types. But I think I will take it up tomorrow because we don't have enough time. That's just 5 minutes. So we could take up, resume from here tomorrow on keyword match types and then go on to landing page and other bit strategies. Would that be okay for all of you? Yeah. So before you guys log out, we have an improvised new feedback form. So please make sure you share your feedback for today's class. Can you please add links in the PPT? It is already there. So if you look at, let's say I go here, it's there in the presentation. So can you all please ping in the group chat once you've finished taking the feedback? And in case you're indicating needs improvement or unsatisfied in any column, please make sure you also mention what needs to be improved so that I know that. What will be the path in the above link? I'm asking to understand. What will be the path in the above link? Uh, which link, Sarmishta? I didn't understand. Oh, okay, okay. So let's say, so here the domain is google.com. Okay, http doc.google.com. That is the domain. Google.com is the domain. If this were to be a ad and I had to write a display path, maybe I can write something like feedbacks slash something like this, and my final URL will be the URL, the long URL that I typed just now. So when you see this display path, you know this is a feedback for SEM class. But when you click on it, you will go to this long URL. Okay. Light lens life. Okay. This is the final URL. What is this page about, Sarmishta? Hello DSLR, blogging. Okay, so it could be something like something like this. Think about what kind of words will accurately describe the post to which you are taking the user to, and add that as the display path. Okay. Yes, because the final URL will be the URL to which the user will be taken to, Sarmishta. This is what you write in the display path. Display path is just what you will see on the ad. So final URL has to be this long URL, what you typed. Okay. All right. So have you guys all taken the feedback form? Manali, you can ask me a question. How to add a negative keyword? Okay. You go to AdWords interface, go to keywords, I will show it again tomorrow anyway when we discuss in detail. But if you go to keywords in your AdWords interface, you see search keywords, search term reports, negative keywords. You can go to negative keywords. Okay. Click on plus, add negative keywords into a new list, or you can use an existing keyword list. You can create a list of negative keywords at the campaign level. So at whatever ad group you create under this campaign, these keywords are automatically applied to it. Or you can add a list of negative keywords at the ad group level. Is that clear? Or I can just click here for plus keyword, and when I write the keyword, I can write put the minus sign or whatever. I hope this is clear. All right. So thank you so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Good night. Good night, Samishta. Bye, Temitam. Bye, FL. Thank you, Vandana. Good night, Mahesh. Good night, Abhijit.